welcome everyone to Access You TV. My name is Michelle Edhouse and today I'm going to be talking to you about creativity. And I was always somebody who thought I wasn't creative. I thought that because I couldn't draw, and I did have that point of view for probably the first 36 years of my life, that because I couldn't draw, I wasn't creative. Now, is that true for you? Is that something you've decided? What if creativity wasn't about what you can produce on a canvas? So, what have you decided is creativity that actually isn't? And everything that is times a godzillion, where you destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, boys, shorts and beyonds. For those of you who are new to my shows, to Access Consciousness, that is the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement. And you can find out more about it by going to theclearingstatement.com. It's really just our little magic wand that you choose to let something go, and it changes the energy and allows it to become free energy again. So what have you decided isn't creative that actually is creative? And everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, boys, shorts and beyonds. So when you look at a canvas, what comes up for you? Is it ooh, or is it ooh, or is it I don't know? It's different for everyone, and whatever that is that what's working for you? Now, as I said before, we're not talking just about painting today. We're talking about the concept of creativity and being a creative being. Now, being creative could be coming up with really good lies. That's creative. Being creative could be being able to cook a meal from absolutely, supposedly nothing, from empty cupboards, and come up and feed a family. Being creative may be creating a way to present a bunch of flowers. It may be a way of working with animals to create a different result that nobody else has been able to create before. All of these things are being creative. Now, how many of those actually included a canvas? How many of those included a pencil or a paintbrush? So, what if being creative was something different to what you always thought it was? And would you be willing to look back through your life and acknowledge the places that you've been creative? It may have been when you were 5 and you got caught stealing chippies out of the pantry. It may have been when you were 16 and got caught kissing in the bushes and had to come up with some reason for the policeman while you were on a stranger's property. Whatever it was, would you be willing to acknowledge it? Because what you acknowledge is what gets created more of. Once you start to acknowledge where you've been creative, then you can start to actually create more, be more creative. What you acknowledge shows up more. So everywhere you've been unwilling to acknowledge how creative you truly be, would you destroy and uncreate that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, boys, shorts and beyonds. And would you be willing over the next few days just to start acknowledging when you be creative? When you just create something as if by magic. And it may be as small as baking a cake and adding a pinch of something else, and it turns out more delicious than the standard recipe. Maybe it is the way you fold your towels when you're doing the washing. Whatever it is, are you willing to start acknowledging you and acknowledging the creativeness that you actually have and you actually be? So thanks for joining me on this Access You TV video, and I look forward to sharing more with you over the next who knows how long, as I turn this canvas into what it desires to be and gift it my contribution to become something it desires to be.